I'm going to do a short walkthrough of the kitchen that I built for my '88 Vanagon about 4 years ago. What it is this red cabinet here in the door. What we have is a maple cutting board mounted to 250-pound drawer slides. Behind that, we've got a Suburban propane cooktop. Then below that, we've got a 20-gallon water tank. You can see the water tank right here. It looks like the water level's right around there. So the entire bottom of this cabinet here is the water tank. Next to that, we've got Go Westy city water hookups. We've got the overflow and the fill. And then next to that, we've got a switch to turn the water system on. Attached to the water system, we've got a 12-foot self-coiling hose with a spray nozzle on the end of it. You can see we've got some decent water pressure. Looks like it goes maybe 20 feet. Now, since that can be used for anything from washing the dog to washing myself, we also have a drinking water faucet here to keep things a little bit more sanitary. Now you'll notice that we don't have a sink in this setup, so what we do for that is we'll heat up some water on the stove and then transfer it, the warm soapy water, to this wash basin to wash all of the dishes, and then we'll spray them off with a spray nozzle here. So any of the soapy water that splashes will just splash outside, and all the spray will just go outside. So there's no gray water. I haven't missed having a sink at all. Another thing is, you'll notice we mounted this cutting board to be about countertop height when you're standing outside of the van. We did this since we don't have a pop top. The pop tops allow you not only to sleep up top, but also to stand full height. So for the Westies, it makes a lot of sense to put the kitchen all the way in by the back wall. Didn't make sense to me to do that since I have a tin top. So we pulled the whole kitchen out by the door so that you're cooking outside, which is where you want to be anyway. We made the dimensions of this the same dimensions as the wheel well there, so the walkway stays fully functional. And then the guts of it are all inside this little box here. So to give you a peek inside that, we've got a 1-pound propane tank to power the stove. Here you can see the water pump that has a 50 psi pressure switch so that the system works like the system in your home. Below that, you can see the white water tank, and then over here you can see one of the bolts that mounts this to the van. Now, this van used to have rear-facing jump seats, so I pulled the jump seats out and all of the mounting hardware for the jump seats, and then this just bolts into place where the mounting hardware used to be. So, didn't have to modify the van at all to put this into place, and this should fit any Vanagon. So, to fill this, I generally keep the fill hoses behind the seat here. This is an overflow hose. Plug that into the overflow port, and then we've got the fill hose that plugs into the fill port. And on the other side of this, you see we just have a garden hose fitting. So this will just plug into the spigot at your house or at a campsite. And then as the tank fills, the excess will just come out of the overflow hose there to keep your van nice and dry. So when I built this initially, I was a little concerned that the cutting board wouldn't last, having a bare maple cutting board like this inside the van. So I sealed it really well with mineral oil and beeswax. And it's proven just not to be an issue. It's been super nice having an actual cutting surface that I can get wet and can cut on right inside the van. Every once in a while it'll get a little concave, but that's nothing that a damp rag won't fix. If you leave a damp rag on it overnight, it comes right back to true. Now the propane for this unit is entirely self-contained. All this unit needs from the van is 12 volts. It barely uses any power. I don't feel the need for an auxiliary battery with this system, even though I have one. The capacity of the system is 20 gallons. So a Westie is between 11 and 13 gallons. So this is almost twice the capacity of a Westie, which I found to be a bit necessary since this has a spray nozzle attached to it. So you end up using a little bit more taking showers and whatnot. And I think that's about it. I think I've covered everything. If you have any questions about this, feel free to ask me, and thanks for watching.